Hello, my dear class. How are you all? My dear students, today I am going to teach you about cracking of petroleum from chapter number 22. And we will learn that why this method is used and what is it all about and what are the importance of cracking and what is the chemical change which is accompanied during this conversion. So let us begin with a very simple definition of cracking, as it is defined as cracking in petroleum refining is the process by which heavy hydrocarbon molecules are broken up into lighter molecules by means of applying heat, pressure, and by using some catalyst. So these were the words, but in symbols what it is in fact. If we just revise the refining of petroleum, when we heat petroleum and we boil it up and we distill it, we get so many compounds into groups, and those groups are called as fractions. And these fractions are of having a comparative range, boiling points, and their molar masses, molecular masses. So if we talk about the heavier hydrocarbons fractions, those compounds having longer chain of carbon atoms and having higher molecular masses. But when I talk about the fractions which are having shorter chain structures and they weigh up lighter as compared to the other higher fractions, so when we heat up the longer chain carbon compounds, the higher fractions, they start splitting to give us the shorter chain compounds. So chemically we say heavy hydrocarbon molecules are broken up into lighter molecules by applying heat, pressure, and catalyst. So it's almost cracking, means breaking, means splitting. The next is cracking is the most important process for the commercial production of gasoline and diesel fuel. These are the things which are in high demand because they are more in consumption. So what happens when we heat up a longer hydrocarbon alkane? It splits up into smaller molecules. Like we had 6 carbons in the starting hydrocarbon, and here we have cracked it to give a 2 carbon compound and a 4 carbon compounds. So this is how a hydrocarbon is cracked down into smaller fractions. When we perform this reaction in the presence of catalyst, which is mostly aluminum oxide and silicon oxide, then we say it is catalytic cracking. And what is catalyst? Catalyst is any substance or chemical species which speeds up or alters the rate of the reaction without being consumed. So it's only supervising the reaction by increasing the speed. The next thing you see, as refining of petroleum is a very important area for any country, for any commercial setup, and it involves the production of so many important compounds which are present in petroleum. So the refining of petroleum involves the catalytic cracking of higher fractions, including long chain hydrocarbons, to produce a small chain useful hydrocarbons such as gasoline. And these plants are called as cat cracker plants. Cracker means cracking is going on, and cat cracker means in the presence of catalyst. Now another thing, we understood that cracking is about the breaking of longer chain hydrocarbons to produce smaller chain. But what is the composition of those useful smaller chain compounds? Means we are converting alkanes into alkenes. Now this is the main point for which I made this slide. Alkanes means a saturated hydrocarbons. When we heat it up, it splits up and produce smaller alkenes, the hydrocarbons which include one or more than carbon double bonds. So beside this, we get one more useful product, that is hydrogen. So this is the whole picture of cracking. Now if we talk about naphtha is a very important fraction which is obtained when petroleum is fractionally distillated. And naphtha is a complex mixture of hydrocarbons, and this is produced during distillation of crude oil. And naphtha is a mixture of so many important hydrocarbons, that is why it is further cracked down to give more demanded and useful compounds. Now the question is, can we perform cracking in our school? Yes, we can handle it, but very carefully. You see the apparatus is showing that there is a Bunsen burner required for heating. We have a test tube which is clamped laterally, and the delivery tube is coming out of it and connected to the water trough on which a test tube is inverted. Now how we can do it and what we are going to take as a starting material. Now we will talk about this soaked cotton, which is soaked or wet in petroleum, which has a mixture of hydrocarbons. Now in the test tube we have a very special compound, aluminum oxide, which will act as a catalyst. Now when we will be heating up the petroleum, it will start undergoing cracking in the presence of aluminum oxide. Okay, now in the presence of catalyst aluminum oxide, the cracking will produce a mixture of gases which can be shorter chain alkanes, alkenes and hydrogens. They come out and they pass through the delivery tube and displaces water and is collected in the inverted test tube. So this is how we can perform very carefully the process of catalytic cracking. And what is the product of catalytic cracking, which is collected in the test tube? That is a mixture of alkanes and alkenes. Okay, now we see this process is producing us very useful compounds. That's why we are just listing some of its importance. The very first is it is used in the production of short chain alkanes. Short chain alkanes, suppose if I write some equation here, I have a longer hydrocarbon which is present in diesel having 18 carbons and 38 hydrogens. So when I heat it up, it produces me to give 6 carbon fraction, C6H14. And another important product is C2H4. If we balance it, yes, we can balance it. Okay, now you just focus on this chemical reaction. 18 carbon fragment is cracked down to give 6 carbon compound, which is the important constituent of gasoline or petrol. Again, we are getting a very demanded monomer, ethene, which is used in the production of ethanol and plastics. So the diesel is not of great use, but when we see all plastic products are using the monomer ethene, so we are getting very useful compound, and gasoline is in high demand. The next point is it is used to produce hydrogen. The hydrogen is also one of the very important byproduct during cracking, and this hydrogen is used in the manufacture of other important compounds such as ammonia in the Haber process, which produces nitrogen and hydrogen to produce NH3, ammonia gas. The third point is it is used to produce petrol. You know, petrol is the group of compounds containing carbon number 6 to carbon number 8 in the long chains. So if we have 6 to 8 carbon ranging compounds, that's about petrol or gasoline, the fraction which is used as a car motor engine fuel. So when we need to get these compounds, we can prepare it by cracking heavier chains which are found in diesel or lubricating oils, because they are not in much demand. So we crack down the longer chains into smaller chains which are money making and which are more demanded commercially to run the transport of any state. I'm leaving you with the hope that this discussion is really helpful in understanding and in learning and memorizing the topic cracking of petroleum from chapter number 2. I'll come to teach you the last topic from this chapter, that's about fats and oils. So be prepared for that lecture. Thank you for watching it. May God bless you. Khuda Hafiz. हाँ जी सर.